This is Sound Off 60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Oh, Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. Forget it. The game's over. Oh, Julio.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
All right, LSU fans, you can bring your blood pressure down. You can go to bed and maybe get some rest.
Omaha bound, baby.
Yeah, they're finally in Omaha. They're headed to Omaha.
Well, you know, Rick, to be honest with you,
Figured he'd have on.
Scooter,
Yeah, really, I'm
Scooter
surprised.
actually predicted this at the beginning of the season.
He did. He said they were Omaha worthy.
He
teams.
said they were Omaha worthy.
Predict
I wasn't
LSU to go to Omaha. You
Yeah.
got a 50-50.
Yeah, that's not a big stretch. Look, he's manning up. He's manning up to say that wasn't a really out on the limb kind of prediction.
he is. I'll give that to him then. Okay, Scooter. All right,
Welcome
buddy.
to Sound Off 60 at Jack Daniel's
All right.
L'Auberge
Now,
Casino
was-
Resort. What?
I was one who 6 weeks ago, when everybody had written them off, I was saying, this is baseball,
Yeah.
things change.
Who was writing
do.
them all? Not on this panel.
Well, man,
Really?
A lot of people, yeah.
Really? Oh, I don't think they were that. They didn't go down the toilet
Yeah.
that much. They struggled at the plate maybe a little
They
bit.
did.
But, you know, all right, so they're so good. Congratulations. The LSU Tigers are in Omaha.
I'm so happy for the Tigers, man.
Two-game
Wow.
sweep over Mississippi State in the
Wow.
Super
Seems like
Regionals.
that was 8 games.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right. You reported it. You were there. You know, us fans, and we're trying to watch it, trying to stay up
Yeah.
to midnight
game,
and
man.
beyond
Late game.
to watch these
Well,
games.
luckily, I'm
Late
a
game.
natural-born night owl.
But
so-
come on, Hobbs. I mean, that got a little long last night or
Oh,
early morning.
gosh, just. And then the game is over. It's 12-4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 outs in the ninth. Yeah, it's pouring down rain, but I've seen them playing worse, and they call them off the field.
Yeah.
Another 45-minute delay.
Yeah.
You sit around there twiddling your thumbs.
It was rain, not lightning.
Yeah, I don't think lightning. I thought I saw lightning off in the distance.
Right. But you were asleep.
But apparently
You
it was
were half asleep, Hobbs. Come on,
I
admit it.
told you I'm a night owl. I can stay. It's waking up. I have
Oh
problems.
Yeah.
my gosh.
Staying up, I can do.
All right. You know, a lot of the LSU fans obviously were there. Good crowds.
Yeah, it was.
I got to touch on this now. I don't know how legitimate this is. I had some friends that went to the game. Okay, a mom and a son. And they better had good seats for the amount of money
Yeah.
these tickets cost.
Yeah.
$375
regional.
to
Super regional, Rick.
$400 a ticket?
Super regional, man.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna
shocked you
I'm gonna
guys.
tell you.
That shocked me.
Yeah.
Okay, it was
I
on the
didn't know.
internet,
You know-
$50 to $60 for standing room only,
Yeah.
and that's all that was available.
You bring up tickets. We're still
But
in
see,
baseball.
people always
Come on.
People always talk to me like I'm the one that knows tickets.
Yeah.
You got to remember, I'm the last person.
You've
So
never
never
opened
opened
your
your
wallet for
I
anything.
never
Scooter
need a
hadn't paid for a
ticket.
ticket in his
So
life.
I don't
No.
even know how that game works.
That
Yeah. Yeah.
super expensive.
I
Had to
will
throw
say
that out
it
there
is.
as
One
an
of,
no,
one
aside.
of the, one of the
That's
things
unbelievable. That's
that
unbelievable.
really struck me was number one, even if it started on time, it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday night.
It is.
It ended up being 8:45 when the game started.
Yeah.
The place is jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, kids don't have school, Scooter.
After
Yeah,
3
but-
rain delays, it's 1:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and it's still about a third full. And you know, we're talking about out of 11,500 this afternoon, 1 o'clock in Gainesville, Florida.
Nobody.
Beautiful weather. They
Yeah.
might have had 100
Couple.
people
Yeah.
there.
You saw that too, didn't
And
you?
that's a program.
That's a good
You
program.
know,
and
it's
you
not
won-
quite as successful
How
as
does that happen?
LSU.
Okay.
They haven't won the national championships,
Yeah.
but they've been good.
And that's a commendation for Skip Bertman, maybe
No
even
doubt.
prior to him.
No doubt.
Paul
No,
Maneri,
no, not
all
prior
the
to
players.
Bertman.
I mean, everybody over the last, what,
bring up-
25 years
Yeah.
that have built this. And you said it prior to the show, ESPN's going to put him in prime time because of
we
the ratings.
bitch, but that's what I didn't ask another reporter. I asked ESPN, how come you can just automatically pencil LSU in to be the latest game that's going to be
Yeah.
played? And he said, they get the ratings, so they want
That's what you
LSU
want.
in
That's what you
prime
want.
time.
Right.
That's
Plus.
kind of the price you pay.
That's part you pay.
Let me ask Scooter a question. Scooter stay around LSU baseball a lot more than any of us. Scooter, in the conversation right now, when I was there, Skip Bertman was the man. Where in the conversation does Paul Maneri fit right now with what's happened?
Well, I mean, any other school, Maneri would be the Burton.
I got you.
You know.
That's, yeah.
But it's,
Yeah.
I mean, and Maneri is very aware of that. He does never try to, and
Right.
he and Bertman are, Bertman is a big supporter of his. He certainly
Yeah.
pays homage to Skip. There'll never be another Skip, I
You're
guess
right.
is what I'm saying.
You're right.
And Skip
You're right.
would be the, I think Maneri's a super coach.
I do too, Scooter.
I just love the way he tinkers with a team throughout the entire year. That's why you can, something like this year, it wasn't a very impressive team in midseason.
Yeah.
And now they're going to Omaha. They've won 16 straight games.
Yeah.
They're beyond their 3 starters. Their pitching was pretty much shambles in
Yeah.
midseason. Now that's probably the strength of the team.
It is.
He found out who could. You know, he lost some games, but in the process, he found out who could pitch, and you know who he could count on.
Who can perform?
And that
Who can
is,
perform in the
and
clutch?
that part
And
of
that-
it is pure Bertman, because
Yeah.
that's what Bertman
Yeah.
believed
And,
in doing.
and as we get ready to close, in the macro view of LSU baseball or in the scope of athletics, I think you might be able to appreciate this analogy, if you will, but the Maneri Bertman is not Dale Brown, John Brady, right?
No.
John Brady
No. I
was
can
very
answer that.
caustic.
No.
He
I don't know
just
what
didn't
Scooter's going to say.
embrace
No.
it.
He
himself
kind
to-
of, well, he distanced
No.
himself from Dale. Dale distanced
Yeah,
himself
he did.
from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
No.
Big difference
Yeah.
there. You know
Big
what
difference,
I'm saying?
Rick. Yeah, I
I
totally
mean,
agree.
when you brought up Bertman and
Big
Maneri,
difference.
and I thought of Brown and Brady.
Don't forget, Bertman hired Maneri.
Good point.
Yeah. He
Good
was
point.
the AD.
Bertman was AD.
He was the AD.
Yeah, good
when
point. So he
Maneri
knew what he was
hired.
getting.
He
He
was
knew
the
what he
AD.
was getting.
You're right.
But
That's a good point, Scooter.
We talked about John Brady
Yeah.
way back when.
Yeah.
Just wasn't a
He wasn't.
I don't know.
And
He's
you know,
not a nice guy, but
and you
I
know,
don't know how
nobody had more problems with John Brady than I did.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the I don't know how we got on him,
Well,
but of all the coaches at LSU I've covered over the years, he's probably the only one that I just absolutely could not get along
Yeah.
with.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I will say this.
Wow.
He's mellowed over the last few years, and bumped into him a few times, and we've almost been civil to each
really,
other.
really. Okay. All right. Up against the clock. All right.
Bordering on being civil.
When we get back, we'll talk. We'll dig into LSU and Mississippi State and look
Yeah.
ahead to Florida State
Yeah.
in Omaha
Yeah.
coming up this weekend. In the fourth chair tonight, coming up a little bit later on in the show, former McNeese star guard Kevin Hardy is in the house here at Jack Daniels. We'll talk where he is
Yeah.
playing in Romania in the European basketball leagues. We'll talk about his life overseas.
That should be good.
And I know you want to talk to him about a little bit
No
about the
doubt about
NBA.
that, Rick.
All right?
You already know that.
We're coming back in about 2 minutes. Stay right there. Back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino.
Soundoff 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
Lately, Bud Light's been talking about what's on their cans. But at Miller Lite, we focus on what's in our can. More taste, less calories, and half the carbs. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill.
When you make something first, you can spell it however you want. Miller Lite, the original light beer. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniel, home of great country music every weekend. Friday and Saturday nights, they're getting back to the Jack Daniel's roots live on stage on Friday. It's Jason Miller on Saturday.
Yes.
It's Benton Blount right here on the stage at Jack Daniel's. Country music at its best right here at L'Auberge Casino and Resort, by the way. The big pools are open. Once the rain goes away, it'll be sunshine and we'll have a lot of fun. All right, let's talk some getting down to the dirty with some baseball. Boy, that first game against Mississippi State. Now, granted, correct me if I'm wrong, newspaper boy, LSU just got finished playing them in the SEC tournament.
Yeah.
So
no, they played them it was the last regular season series.
That's right, last regular season.
But in LSU's,
I stand correct.
what they've won 16 straight games, 5 of them were against Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's the guy we walked with the bases loaded.
yes, yeah.
No,
Isn't that it? It wasn't
no,
it?
that was
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I'm
See,
sorry, Arkansas.
You're getting me all
Arkansas.
mixed up.
I am
All
Arkansas,
right.
Arkansas.
Good kid, by the way.
Game
You're
one,
talking about Rooker.
Super regional game one. Again, keep me straight, newspaper boy, because you were there. 3-0 Bulldogs. 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And LSU, I mean, it was like nothing going on for like 7.5 innings. Was it in the 8th inning?
8th inning.
Yeah.
And then bam, they jump on.
As Alex Lang said, unleash the gates
The
of
hell. I like that.
I have no idea what that means, but it was the quote of
Good
the
for
tournament.
Lang.
So
Good for
far.
Lang. I
And
like
now
it.
Lang's
Gates
not
of
real
hell.
chatty.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Unleash the gates of hell, man.
What does that
That's
say?
a great quote. I don't know what he means by it,
Well,
but it's a great quote.
What does that say about a baseball team, Scooter, that when you have somewhat like a little slack for 6, 7 innings, and when you can come back and just put it away, what does that
Well,
say
it's
about
a
a baseball
veteran
team?
team that doesn't panic.
Can't.
You know, and I mean, they've got 4 or 5, seniors in particular, but they get big contributions from these freshmen.
Yeah.
But it's those seniors, I think, that weren't panicked when they were down. There's no guarantee. It's still a baseball game. No guarantee just because you don't panic. You can still pop up.
Yeah.
But
I don't know the names
yeah.
like you, but the Mississippi State starter in the game one was on.
Pilkington.
Yeah.
He was very strong.
Well,
Yeah.
he's
But once
the
he left-
one, after him, State has
It
a
drops
huge
down.
drop
Huge drop off.
Yeah.
It
And
clearly.
that was, but that didn't explain how to get to the Super Regional. They won 4 games in 2 days.
Yeah.
That boggles my mind.
I know.
After
4 games
actually
Against a
2
very
days.
good
Seeing
Mississippi
their
State
pitch,
team. Southern Miss team in
4
that
games
regional.
in 2 days.
Yeah, they had to beat Southern Miss a couple of times to get there. But you're right. I mean, and I'm jumping ahead to the second game. He went through, what did he use? Of course, it was a long game, 9 pitchers. I mean, right when that starter went out, I mean,
Didn't
I mean,
get
it's like
an
they
out.
just ran out of arms.
Yeah.
They had nobody left. Now,
Yeah.
now this game one starter, to
he's
the point,
good.
he was very good.
Yeah, but
I
he
mean,
was about all they had.
Exactly. And then they were able to get, they would get some guys
Their
on base.
closer has had some success, but LSU roughed him up
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
In a game like that, Scooter, winning the best of 3, I mean, you win the first one. Is the pressure really off you like LSU? I mean,
You better not be, because it's easy you can drop 2 after winning that first one. LSU's done it twice.
Yeah.
Against Tulane in 2000, and people forget they won the first game against Stony Brook.
you're right.
Good
The
point.
famous Stony
You're right.
Brook.
Yeah,
And
good
then
point.
came back and
Came
lost.
back and
Good
dropped
point.
the last 2. You're right. You're right.
So 4-3 in the first one, exciting. The last
Yeah.
couple of innings were exciting. LSU rallied back. The place was electric.
Yeah.
And then you get into game 2, late start, weather, lightning, some rain, another packed house. Everybody's paying their college tuition just to go to this damn game.
Come on,
Unbelievable.
Rick, man. It's not
Unbelievable.
that bad, man. Come on now.
And again,
not that bad.
Mississippi State jumps out
Yeah.
with, decent pitching.
Yeah.
And again, it took LSU some time.
Yeah.
But boy, when the gates of
And
hell
that-
opened, when they got on them, boy, they jumped on them.
Yeah. And,
What
and
was
I-
it? 6 runs in
Yeah.
1 inning? Was it 6 runs
6 in the
7th?
5th, and then they scored 5 in the 9th.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess, Scooter, me, it seems like Is that kind of odd for a team to be at home and to let the other team jump out? Look like having the advantage, you're at home. Wouldn't it seem like you would kind of command that?
They were the visiting team.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
no, I mean, you know what I'm saying, Scooter.
In their own ballpark, they
yeah.
batted first. A lot of people have a
Yeah.
big problem with that. I don't have a big
Really?
problem with it. Well, they alternate it in the super region.
Okay.
Mississippi State was technically, they batted
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
They were the home team.
the home team.
They didn't feel much like the
Whatever.
home team.
Sure they
Okay.
didn't.
All right.
Well, there were a lot of
Michael-
Mississippi State
Yeah.
fans there.
How big of an impact, Michael
Papierski? Papierski?
Yeah. I mean, he came through, did he not?
Huge,
I mean-
big time.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
always been a better clutch hitter than his numbers would suggest. Always been around, 220 hitter or something. But for right now he's around 250.
Right.
But in mid-season he was hovering around 200.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's hitting over 300 the second half
Yeah.
of the season.
Yeah. Wow.
And a terrific defensive catch.
Man,
Yeah.
he laced that line drive down the line. Left field or right field? I can't remember.
Right field.
Right
Yeah.
field.
He's
it
a
was
left-hander.
shot.
Yeah.
It was a shot. So he was a big part of it. And then of course, Dykeman, big
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Roberts. The
big
the
guy.
guys that you think would come through came through. Did
Yeah.
they not?
Yeah. But like most of LSU's really good teams.
And let's not forget about Bo Jordan. I don't want to
Oh,
leave
yeah.
anybody
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
The Barb kid.
This team
That's our home
has
guy.
that in that it hits throughout the lineup.
Yeah.
If they had wanted offensively, if they had an advantage over State, the front end of State's lineup pretty scary. But LSU for most of the year really, his there's no real glaring hole in that lineup, and I've always thought that was a big key, particularly in postseason.
Yeah.
When you're going up against good pitching, and you need to make the most of every at bat.
Did you see? You mentioned earlier that of the 16 straight wins for LSU, 5 have come against Mississippi State. Did you see where Maneri won the chess match? Or was there, from your vantage point, a lot of maneuvering? Or was
I'm
it
very
just,
impressed. I'm very impressed with Canizero, of course, was on Maneri's staff the previous 2 years. I don't know if you could say he won a chess match. He had better players.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
he'd be the first to tell
Yeah,
you.
and more arms. and- yeah.
I don't remember any key strategic moves that,
Yeah.
oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really wasn't any
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Going into Omaha, Scooter, LSU in particular, we've talked a lot about the pitching, and I'm big on pitching. Look like you can control a game if your pitch is intact. Will LSU have somewhat of an advantage if the pitching is
Well,
in place?
you don't get to Omaha without good pitching. But I would consider it the strength. They're hitting, okay? That ballpark in Omaha,
Big.
it has been LSU's Waterloo. They
Yeah.
are, 2-6, I think, in that ballpark.
2-6? Really?
I think I'm right on
Is
that.
it a combination of the dimensions of the park and wind? Give
It's
me a
big.
sense.
It's just big, huh,
I've
Rick?
they swear
It's just big.
that ballpark is the same dimensions as Rosenblatt. Well, they're lying. I'm telling you.
Tell us how you feel, huh?
Okay.
They're
Well,
lying.
he's been there more than any of us
They're
anyway,
lying.
so he would know.
Fake news
You
coming
would
out
know.
of
That's
Omaha.
what they call it, Rick. Fake
Now,
news.
keep in mind, I'm a Rosenblatt loyalist.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about it. I mean, it's a beautiful ballpark.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But to me, Rosenblatt was the College
Yeah.
World Series. But there's a couple of things at play where maybe the dimensions are close, but it's turned the opposite direction.
Okay.
Number two, Rosenblatt was like the big stadium on top of the mountain. It sat on about the highest point in Omaha, like up on top of a big hill looking down over the city. Whereas this ballpark's like down in the valley.
Okay.
And it's pointed the opposite direction. It's pointed south, which is the prevailing wind there, this time of
Has
year.
this ever been? Has this ever been discussed with Maneri, saying,
Oh, yeah.
the
All
dimensions
coaches.
and wind and size and location?
And one thing, I might even write about this. It was almost curious to me. Since the postseason started, Mainieri just seems to have gone slap dab bunt crazy. And I'm wondering if that wasn't with an eye
Interesting.
on road, because you know, a lot of people say this is LSU's best team since the '09 championship team, or has the best chance there. I don't know how you make those comparisons. If I had one thing jumped out at me, they don't have the power that team had. Well, power doesn't get you much in that stadium. You're not a big power hitting team. That's where they go to die.
All right, hold that thought. We're going to talk more about LSU and Omaha later on in the second half hour of the show. Florida State is on top in that upper half of that bracket, and Omaha also includes #1 Oregon State. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on the show. Also want to talk about the Major League Amateur Baseball Draft, which is this week, and how many LSU guys are going to have their names called. Because it could be 5, 6, I don't know, maybe 7.
Wow.
Gunnar Leger also expecting out of Barb High School and UL Lafayette, of course. Gunnar Leger, known locally a lot from his Little League days and that whole thing. We'll talk about that. All right, coming up next in the fourth chair, we're talking basketball with former Miami star guard Kevin Hardy. Some European hoops and so much more when we come back to Jack Daniels. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
At Lake Charles Toyota, the May-June sale is in full swing. We've got huge discounts available on hundreds of new vehicles, and it's not just a bunch of Camrys and Corollas. We've got sale prices available on RAV4s, Highlanders, Tundras, even Tacomas, marked down more than you've ever seen before. And a lot of the sale prices are right there on the windshield. Buying a car doesn't have to be stressful or frustrating or scary. Come to Lake Charles Toyota during the May-June sale and get the best deal you've ever got on a new vehicle and have more fun than you've ever had shopping for a car. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
All right, welcome back, boys and girls. We're switching from baseball to basketball. Of course, still basketball season in many
Kevin's
corners of the
over
globe.
here texting.
Huh? Get off the phone, Gidry.
I'm
Kevin
looking at
Hardy.
tonight's game, the start time of tonight's game. That's what I'm looking at.
That's not your bookie. That's not your I'm going to throw you in the bus at any turn, man. Any turn. All right, I get sidetracked very easily. We want to welcome former McNeese star, St. Louis High star, and well-known in the corners of Southwest Louisiana when it comes to basketball. It's Mr. Kevin Hardy, who is fresh off of European travels with Romania, home for the summer or part of it to relax and get with family and maybe lift some weights and work on a little basketball, right? Welcome back home, sir.
Thank you for having me.
All right, European Leagues, Romania. Interesting. Is it fun?
It's definitely fun. I mean, just to have the opportunity to play basketball, at another level and to continue playing, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Now, when you say Romania, is this entire league in Romania, or do you play on the Romanian team in the Europe League? Or
well, the team that I played on plays just strictly in Romania.
Yeah.
But we have teams. They had other teams within the league who would go out and play in different countries and stuff like that.
But y'all stayed in, I don't understand how that works. Y'all only played other Romanian teams?
Yeah, we only played other Romanian teams.
Yeah.
So the top 4 teams in the Romanian league got the bid to go play, in other competitions.
Oh, I got
where
you.
they would play outside of the
And your
country.
team is trying to elevate or will elevate
Yeah.
next year,
Yeah,
right?
my team will elevate next
They
year.
finished high enough so
Oh, is
they
that
can
like
venture
the way
out.
those soccer leagues
Exactly
go
how
up and
soccer
down?
leagues, yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I guess my question is, being away in Romania, do you run into any guys that you played with? I mean, is that common, or does it happen?
These past 2 years, I've ran into a few guys that I've known.
Really?
And, we had a couple of Louisiana guys.
Really?
That played. We had one guy who played at UNO, and another guy who also played at University of Lafayette. And Martin Zeno.
Are
played
you
against him.
serious?
Yeah, he
Martin
was in
Zeno?
Romania. Yeah.
Can
from
you
Sulphur.
believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Is
So
he
I
playing in Romania or
Yeah,
is he
he's playing in
playing?
Romania. So I played against him a number of times.
Who? Martin Zeno went to
Your boy,
Oklahoma?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Texas Tech.
Texas
Knight
Tech.
was his coach.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's
Rick,
right.
I got it up here,
Holy
baby.
smokes.
I'm always.
You're shocking me, Guidry. You're shocking me, Guidry. All right, Kevin Hardy,
All right.
former McNeese star guard, has joined us here at Soundoff 60 to talk about basketball and his
Yes.
life after McNeese. You've been in Romania for a couple of years now. If you go back when the season starts in, say, August or September, it'll be your 3rd year in European-style basketball. We're talking earlier that, you're getting over the language barrier. You're okay with the food because you got a Subway and a KFC. You're
I wanna keep
24.
both
You
of
can
them
live off
busy.
KFC.
Definitely.
International ball versus what you were used to. Is it better? Worse? What's the biggest difference?
It's different. I wouldn't say it's better or worse. The biggest thing is just they focus more so on the skill aspect and just knowing the game, having a high basketball IQ. So having the spacing, knowing how to play the pick and rolls, the inside defense, being that. Whereas here it's a little bit more athletic based and getting up and down the floor, trying to get points and everything like that. So it's just a different points of emphasis.
I mean, he was brushing it over, but I'm curious. How does an innocent guy from Southwest Louisiana end up in Romania?
Well, after I finished playing at McNeese and got my degree, I had a few agents talk to me, and I signed with one. And then my agent found a coach in Romania who saw my film, and he was interested, and he took a chance on me, and then I got a chance to just go out and play and show what I can do.
Be honest, because I know how I would have to answer this question. Before you went, how much did you know about Romania?
I knew about Dracula and
Bram Stoker.
Yeah, that's a good one.
knew about Dracula, and I knew about the gymnast. from
Yeah.
Romania.
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
that was it.
Komanich or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Nadia Komanich.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's a start.
No,
Bob.
that is.
That's
I give
a
it to
start.
him. Now, let me ask you,
Oh, I'm not done yet.
when you're playing, do you guys still have like NBA scouts or coaches that actually go to those games and look for potential guys that maybe they could probably want to? Because a lot of guys I know make that move from there
Europe.
to the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something that happens sometimes? Just
Well, I know a lot of NBA teams do have European scouts, so they kind of keep an eye on different leagues and see what guys are doing. They get
Right.
game films and stuff. So they might not be at the games, but they're definitely
Gotcha.
keeping an eye and seeing what
Gotcha.
kind of talent they have across the
Gotcha.
world.
Gotcha.
Kevin Hardy, former McNeese star guard, has joined us. He's playing European basketball in the professional ranks in Romania. You were telling me earlier that your mom's an educator. Your parents are highly educated. They wanted you to get a degree. 4 years at McNeese to get an engineering degree. Electrical, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't graduate with journalism like Hobbs. I mean, this is some
that's,
heavy stuff.
pretty.
here.
I'm with
Electrical
you on that,
engineering.
Rick.
Look, you went to Romania and you wanted to. You're still young at 24.
Yes, sir.
The horizons of professional basketball are there. They're still there for you. But that engineering degree is sitting in your back pocket, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
definitely.
foundation. for you.
Believe me, it is.
Yeah. Oh,
My
you know.
daughter has one.
Yeah.
It's been very, very good
Yes,
to
it
her.
has. I can agree with Scooter.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's really the long range for Kevin Hardy is engineering and using your education, is it not?
Definitely. I would definitely continue, my education and be able to use my degree when once I do decide to stop to let the ball down and, go into that field.
Yeah.
All right, back to my point.
Yes.
What was your biggest click your heels, I'm not in Southwest Louisiana moment. What was the biggest shocker to you of living in Romania? What was like, what are these people doing or whatever?
I think one of the biggest moments, the biggest heel clicking moment was just we were traveling to a game one time, and I saw a horse and carriage on the highway that they had.
That would have messed me up right there.
Like,
yeah.
This is a little bit different. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't see this back home. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Kevin, now that you're back home, and I know you probably go around the campus and everything, there's this big old building that's sitting on campus now in the east parking lot of where the football parking lot is.
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts on that?
The house that Kevin Hardy helped build.
I want to give him a chance, Rick. I didn't want to name it, Rick. I didn't want to name it, Rick. I want to give him a chance.
Well, I heard rumors, you know, when I was playing that they wanted to put a new stadium close to the gym.
Yeah.
And I was hoping, you know, I'd be able to get a chance to play in it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you know, a heartbreaker when I come home and I see that they're starting to put up the foundation
Yeah,
and
it
stuff.
took a while.
It did.
But I'm happy for the program. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait till they open, and then when I do come home, I'll be able to, you know, get in there and use the gym whenever.
Definitely. Being a former player, and a lot of schools around the country have them, and McNeese was one of the ones, that it took a while to get a facility on campus. How big a factor, being a former player, do you think that will bring to the campus life of when basketball season starts, Kevin?
Yeah, I think a lot of the students really enjoy basketball, so having the gym close to campus, I think it'll give them a chance to actually come into the games and then become fans and be able, you know, become regular fans, like regular attendees to the game.
Yeah.
So I think it's a big factor to have. You want that student support.
You do.
You know, when you're playing. So I think it's a great move for McNeese.
Kevin Hardy is in the fourth chair tonight here at Soundoff 60. Former St. Louis High star and McNeese star, now playing in Romania in the Euro Leagues. Brother, Patrick, over at UL Lafayette. I don't know what kind of influence you had on him. I don't know. He's with the Raging Cajuns, and you know, but that's a whole nother.
That's
story.
okay, though, Rick.
That's a whole nother story.
That's okay.
Look, Tierre Brown, maybe a name that you've heard of, was really the last McNeese player.
Yeah.
Basketball-wise, that ended up on an NBA roster. And that's going back, guys, maybe 10 to 12 years. He was played with the Lakers and the Rockets. Tierre Brown, a name to remember. It's been a while. The level of play that you see in the NBA, is it eye-opening to you? And is it a valley that you think is just too big for a Kevin Hardy to cross?
Well, I don't think the gap is too wide for me to cross. But it's the amount of talent that they have in the NBA is just amazing.
Yeah.
With the size and just the speed, athleticism. I mean, it's awesome to just watch the games and you just kind of, you know, a lot of jaw-dropping moments.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
We're seeing it too in the finals.
plays.
Yeah,
It is.
Definitely.
When you look at a guy like Kevin Durant, 6'11", is he supposed to do what he do? Honestly, Kevin, seriously.
I mean, it's not many. I haven't seen anybody other than Kevin Durant be able to do the things that he does at that size, and it's just so smooth the way that he plays.
Yeah, it is. It is.
This Romanian league, who sponsors these teams? Do they have owners?
Yeah, they have owners, and you know, a lot of the teams get, you know, support from the city with the taxes, and they, you know, help fund the teams. But a lot of the teams have, you know, multiple sponsors, and we wear them on our shorts and on the jerseys and stuff. So, you know, it's
like, what city are you in?
I'm in Sibiu, Romania.
Sibiu?
Yes, sir.
Sibiu. What is the capital of Romania? Bulgaria?
Bucharest.
Bucharest.
And now that we're talking geography, thank you for that little geography tour there, Hobbs. On a more serious note, the president of Romania was recently in the United States, met with President Trump. One of the things that any world leader comes in and talks about is terrorism. How safe do you feel when you travel in and around the country of Romania? When I travel internationally,
you weren't mostly about Dracula jumping down.
Well, I don't know about Dracula or anything, but I remember when the last I traveled I flew into Frankfurt, and
Germany.
You know, in Germany, and there were guys standing around with submachine guns, and it didn't bother me. I kind of welcomed that.
Yeah.
But how safe do you feel? And what do you hear about international terrorism? Fresh off of London and what has happened in England.
We had a guy on our team from England, so, you know, he was pretty close to, you know, the attacks. So it's a little scary. In Romania, it's a little bit different. I feel, you know, a little safer. It's not, you know, too many threats or anything that we've dealt with.
Yeah.
So, but
Are you on edge, Kevin? I mean, are you aware of it? I mean,
Rick, why are you trying to scare the guy?
No,
man,
I'm not trying to scare
aware
him.
of it, but you know, I try not to, you know, let it, you know, overpower me. Or, you know, I just kind of, I keep it in the back of my head, so I'm mindful when I'm, you know, making my moves around town.
So I'm still trying to get a feel for your life. How much of the year do you spend in Romania? I mean, how long does the league, the season last?
The season lasts from September, and depending on where you finish in the playoffs, could end in June. I know championship games finish at the beginning.
So it's pretty much almost NBA linked,
Yeah,
or it would be NBA linked.
Not as many games.
Right.
They kind of stretch them out, but the length is, you know, extremely similar.
Now, how many, like in the league you're in, what percent is like American players?
Well, each team is allowed to have 6 foreign players, and so each team has around 2 or 3 American guys on their team.
Out of what, 14, 13? How many on the team?
Yeah, anywhere from 13 to 15 guys.
And you can have how many foreigners?
6.
So the rest have to be Romanian.
The rest have to be Romanian guys.
All right, wrapping it up with Kevin Hardy. Real quick, can the Cavs do it? Can they do once again come back from a 3-1?
You took my question.
I'm sorry. It's a Kevin.
Well, this is the last question. Don't get your
highly
feelings
unlikely.
hurt.
I don't believe they'll be able to do it. If they
Don't
can,
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Let him talk. Did he ask you? No. He asked this Kevin number 2.
That's right. There's 2 Kevins here.
Okay.
All right. And
We are over Kevin.
Well, I know that. I was talking to you. I was talking to you earlier, Kevin, and I know you have a significant other. But you know, you hear a lot about Eastern Europe ladies and how striking they are.
Careful
Really? Really?
They call Mel after the show.
I'm just wondering.
They call him Mel after the show.
Romanian, I mean, you know, European women.
Would call me.
Just right. Are they as pretty as rumor in the supermodels that run down the runway?
They have, you know, their fair share of, you know, beautiful women, but I mean, it's not, you know, a big difference from what you see here in the States. So.
Okay, very diplomatic. I like that.
Yes, it was.
Kevin Hardy.
You got Kevin number 1 breathing heavy.
He's breathing hard. Kevin, we appreciate it. Have a great summer off.
Always
Continued
good to have
success,
you, Kevin.
all right?
Thank you.
Always,
4-year
man.
degree in electrical engineering. from that.
Good guy.
Playing
man.
basketball, too.
Good
Congratulations on that. All right, we're up against the clock. We're going to pivot. We're not going to travel, by the way. All right, we're going to take our normal steps. We're coming back in 2 here at Jack Daniels. Stay right there.
Soundoff6 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
Were the judges right in saying we're the best tasting light beer? You be the judge. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
I'm Brett Cassio, a board-certified orthopedic sports medicine specialist. I could tell you all about my training at Duke University and Johns Hopkins Hospital, or my experience with the Baltimore Orioles. But what people ask me the most is how I would treat my own family if they were injured. And what I tell them is I would treat your family the way I would treat my own. Not every surgeon is board-certified and fellowship trained in sports medicine. Training and experience matter.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniels Bar and Grill.
Lately, Bud Light's been talking about what's on their cans. But at Miller Lite, we focus on what's in our can. More taste, less calories, and half the carbs. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
All right, welcome back to the show. Many thanks for former McNeese star guard Kevin Hardy for joining us and talking about European basketball. Yeah. Seeing the world.
Kevin's a good guy, man.
Seeing
I've
the
seen
world,
this kid grow
you
up.
know, and
Good
you know,
kid, man.
look, I talked to him earlier. He didn't want to say anything, because Kevin's the only one that really likes to talk about how much money he makes. Most people like to hint.
I didn't even bring it up, man.
Kevin talks about the, this, that, and the other. Anyway, the money is okay. It pays bills, and he can bring a lot of it home.
Yeah.
Because of the cost of living and the taxes and things like that. So he's a
Rick.
smart guy.
Yes, he
Smart
is.
guy, and he will be a force in the engineering field in maybe
No
another
doubt
8 or
about
10
it.
years when it's finished
No
playing
doubt
basketball.
about it.
All right, back to the College World Series. We're gonna get on LSU in the next segment. TVTs, ding ding, TVTs, and about Florida State and that whole matchup. Sam Houston State, the first Southland Conference team to get to the Super Regional.
Right.
I mean, they had Florida State, on the ropes early.
First game.
Yeah, I know.
That's Florida State.
They
though,
lose 7-6. I know. I don't know. Maybe the psychology of the Bearcats is tough to get over. Man, we had them and we lose 7-6, and then they get blown out 19-0.
Yeah.
19-0.
Dude.
I think there was some rain delays in that
But
game,
still,
too.
to me, it still elevates the Southland. It's great for the league to get a team in the Super.
It does.
Well,
Boy,
yeah,
if
that's
Sam
what
Houston
you
could have gotten to the College World Series, holy smokes.
They led that first game that they lost 7-6. They led that game most of the way.
Yeah. What was it like? They had maybe 6-2 at one point.
I think it started at 6-0.
Yeah, they had a commanding lead against the Seminoles.
And what I go back and look at, and Scooter's going to say, oh, God, Kevin, okay, let it go. Scenario, LSU goes on to win the College World Series. Boom, champions.
Boom, I like that. All right, what?
Our local team right here locally beat them.
Here you go again.
I just
Here you go, and you will not get off that.
I just had to say
Kevin, I'm going to look it up.
I just had to say that, Rick.
Y'all will have to get by without me next week. I will be in Omaha.
Yes, you will.
But I remember one year looking it up.
Man.
And I think of LSU's the first five. Now, they've won 6 now. Of the first 5, either 3 or 4 of those years, they lost to McNeese.
There you go.
Wow.
Leave it alone.
Okay, I'm just.
Please.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, speaking of LSU, but not on Omaha,
Okay.
the amateur draft is this week. Okay, you newspaper boy, help me out. Jared Poche, Alex Lang, Kramer Robertson, Greg Dietrich,
Dykeman.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Dykeman.
Dietrich.
Yeah, Dietrich.
German, still German.
Dykeman.
Cole Freeman. The names.
I
Possibly
am
Bo
not
Jordan,
the one
maybe.
I don't think Bo Jordan.
He won't go high.
Bo Jordan is a good college player.
Yeah.
Who doesn't really have any illusions.
Okay.
Of that.
But the other 5 or 6.
Bo Jordan.
5 or 6 do.
Yeah.
Will we
a
hear
lot
their
of those
names called
are
early?
seniors. Oh well, Lang certainly.
Yeah.
Lang will be a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Dykeman, I'm acting like an expert on this, and I'm not.
Okay. You sound pretty good.
Maybe second round, probably
Okay.
third or fourth.
Okay. Which is not bad.
No.
Not bad at all.
No.
Not bad at all.
How big, Scooter, of a effect did it have on these kids mentally, knowing that this is taking place? And
See, we
you've
talked
got
about
to-
that last
And you've
year.
got to
They
play.
downplay it. I know it annoys the hell out of the coaches.
Yeah.
That the major league. But it used to happen while they were in Omaha.
While they were in Omaha.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
that. That was always a madhouse
Wow.
day when you would go, like it would
Yeah.
be an off day from playing. And
That's
you'd
when they
go
would
out
have
to LSU's practice, and Bertman would be on 2 different phones.
Wow.
And who he was talking to. It's for the coaches, it's not only, the players that you have playing at the time. It's your high school recruits.
Yeah. Wow.
No.
It's just unfair.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
unfair.
tough. It's tough. You're
Well,
happy for the
but-
kids,
well,
but it's tough.
Yeah,
though,
it
man.
is. And now that look, they're doing it on a Monday,
One
Tuesday,
thing
Wednesday,
you
Friday.
learn
Omaha.
if you hang around, think about it, if you hang around as many college baseball coaches I have, the major leagues do not care what the college coaches think.
No.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right.
Right.
Think about it. You never see a college coach move into the major leagues like you see
Good point.
college football coaches
Good point.
occasionally move
Right.
in the
Yeah,
NFL.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. The major leagues is just a regurgitation, if
It
you
is.
will.
It is.
Gunnar Leger, former Barb star pitcher, had a great
Leger's
3
son.
years. Yeah, great 3 years at UL Lafayette. possible second, third? I mean, with that kind of arm, live arm he has and the success he's had? I know, we're all
I'd be
just
talking
theorizing.
out of class. I have no idea.
Probably have to at least
I just
be
haven't
in the
kept up with it that close.
second, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Second round, third or fourth round. We'll see. Keep that name in mind. Gunnar Leger from UL Lafayette.
Scooter's
son
keeping
of
me
Tim
on
Leger.
top of
Yeah.
what's going on. I'm sticking
You're putting
to
a lot of
newspaper
pressure on
boy.
you.
He's keeping me on top of
You're putting a lot of
I've watched
pressure on
more
you.
baseball guys than I've ever watched. I'm being honest. Than I've ever watched.
I watched more tarp than I've ever.
Yeah, we won't even get started on that.
I've said in
It's
my
been a
story
lot.
that
It's been a
nobody
lot,
saw
man.
because it's only online.
It's been a lot.
There's a new cheer in LSU. Roll tarp, roll.
Roll to, I like that. I like that. We got a couple of seconds. I want to bring up the story that we touched on last week. Nick Fairley for the New Orleans Saints. More news has gotten out about his medical condition. He has a look. If certain doctors are saying we recommend you stop playing football, I would classify that as a serious heart condition.
That is serious.
Certainly.
That is
He
serious.
is seeking second and third opinions.
That's
I don't
serious,
think anything as we sit here today or this week that he has made a decision yet. But he's 29 years old,
think
30
it's
years
made,
old, coming off a very strong
It's a
year.
shame. It hurts the Saints, but
Yeah.
that's not important now.
No, his
I
life
mean,
is more important.
if a couple of doctors have already told you to quit because of your ticker,
Yeah.
I mean, if you go for a third, you go to Dr. Kevorkian,
Yeah.
maybe he.
Scooter, God.
Hobbs, come on, man.
Scooter.
You're right in a
I
sense.
just popped out. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
know, I
Popped out all
know.
right,
Like
Scooter.
you and the Tiger Woods on the hooch thing last week, okay? Lay off on that.
Yeah.
But look, Nick
No.
Fairley look, just signed a contract extension, 4-year, $28 million with the Saints. Got to
Great.
worry about his rest of his life and his
Dude,
health. We'll know
take
more
care of
maybe in the next
yourself.
week or
Take
so.
care of yourself,
But if the
dude.
majority of the doctors and the Saints say, hang it up, you
Yeah.
got a little coin in the bank, it's time to
Yeah.
hang it up. All right,
Yeah,
when
I
we
agree
come
with
back,
on that.
it's LSU going to Omaha to take on the Florida State Seminoles in the first round in that bracket.
Yeah.
We'll talk Oregon State, Cal
Yeah.
State Fullerton, that whole thing. We'll talk about that in the NBA Finals. We'll touch on that as well. When we come back to Jack Daniels, stay right there.
Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort, home of Sound Off 60. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Now you've got 4 more reasons to stay at our luxury hotel. Reserve your room today.
2017 is here, and with it comes our 20th year of serving Southwest Louisiana at Lake Charles Toyota. And we're starting our 20th year just like we finished our 19th, with a first-class experience for our customers and some incredible deals on new vehicles, like $2,000 off MSRP, plus 0% for 72 months financing, plus $1,000 down payment assistance on a 2017 Camry. Or if you just want to keep it simple, you can get a brand new IM for $15,995. Don't settle for the same old lousy car buying experience this year. Raise your expectations.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Don't forget, when you want a night out and get some great food, right here at Jack
Right here's the
Daniels,
place,
because there's
Rick.
one of the best chefs in Southwest Louisiana.
Yes.
And maybe the entire Louisiana,
Hey,
and maybe the entire
let me tell you
South
something.
is Lyle Broussard.
I'm putting money on it. Lyle's gonna eventually have his own TV show, his own cook show.
Good.
It's coming, I'm telling
Good.
you. The kid's good.
And I want to be the taster.
I do too.
I want to be the taster.
I definitely want to.
I'm a
'Cause
little
I'm tough on
disappointed.
myself.
I
A
definitely
little
want to.
disappointed we didn't promo anything tonight. Y'all know that
I know.
feeds me for a
Yeah,
week.
I know.
No.
All right, let's
We'll
talk
have him
some.
back on
Let's
set,
talk.
though.
We'll go back to Omaha and LSU. You know, they were the 4th seed nationally. Is that correct? If my memory serves.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Oregon State is in that upper half of the bracket, along with Florida State, Oregon State, and Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah.
Give me a sense of
The
what
other
you
two
know.
weren't national seeds.
No, they were not.
Yeah.
Oregon State is very, very good.
I really
Very
know
good.
nothing. 50.
I'm just saying they're very good. I didn't say they're going to win.
Good, I'm gonna let Scooter finish, but yeah.
Well,
to your point.
I'm fixing to blow you out of the water. What were you going to say?
When in the hell did Oregon State become this good?
Kevin, they are 54-4. Is that any good?
When I think of Oregon, what do you think when you think of Oregon? Football. Do you not,
think of
Scooter?
track myself,
No,
but
Do you not, Scooter? Football, the helmets.
Where's
the
Oregon
helmets.
State? This is Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Which are the Beavers. You're thinking of the Ducks.
I'm taking the Ducks. I'm thinking the Ducks.
All right.
I'm thinking the Ducks.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Hobbs.
We've wasted 5
I'm
minutes.
sorry,
know,
Scooter. I'll give it
what
back
can
to
I
you,
say?
Scooter.
Explain to him the
I'll
trying
difference.
to keep him under
Because I was
difference
getting
in
ready to say, when in the, okay.
Difference in a duck and a beaver.
There is a difference. Yeah, there is a difference. Holy smokes. Are we going to talk to Seminoles? Oh, come on, give me something on the Seminoles.
I don't. Oregon State 54-4. I don't
Okay,
know much.
I got you, Scooter. They're good.
West
Okay.
Coast.
Yeah.
I know they
Okay.
have great pitching. They have a scandal
my
going
goodness.
on.
Yeah, the player,
who
registered
will not
sex
be-
offender,
yeah,
go
will
online.
not
It's,
their best pitcher, but
Yeah.
there wasn't much difference in their pitchers. I mean, they'll be good.
Yeah.
They'll be very
Okay.
good. They handled Vandy pretty handily.
Yeah.
And we know Vandy can
and that's
play.
another one. Okay,
Kevin
we'll let that
has
one
a
Don't go
problem
there.
with
We'll let that one go.
Vanderbilt won the national championship.
Yeah, I do. You
yeah,
told me that. You
Yeah.
told me that.
Florida State. How good is Florida State?
They were kind of like LSU mid-season. They weren't. It wasn't looking like vintage Florida.
Yeah.
I can tell people that don't know. Florida State has been to Omaha more times than LSU has.
Really?
Never won a national championship.
Wow.
And Mike Martin has been there for 142
Some of these
years.
names.
That's never
Who
won
was
a
the
national
guy at
championship.
Miami that was there for 50 years? I can't remember his name all of a sudden. Ron Frazier?
Ron Frazier,
Holy
yeah.
smokes, that name just came to me. Yeah.
Skip Bertman started
Yeah,
it under.
started there, yeah.
But anyway,
Wow.
but I want to tell you, and I don't expect you to pull for Florida State, don't get me
Not
wrong.
by chance.
But I have been to Omaha. This is LSU's 18th trip.
Wow.
It'll be my 15th trip.
Wow.
Wow.
And most of the years I've been, it seems Florida State was there too.
Are you serious?
And
Scooter?
Mike Martin is one of the truly nice, class act, funny guy. You can't get him down.
Yeah.
He's got to be in his 80, I guess, by now.
Amazing.
And never won it. And he's been to Omaha a million times.
It's time for the
Cinderella
Noles to win
story.
it. It's time for the Noles.
Cinderella story.
Yeah.
They're not beating
Well,
LSU.
it's hard.
They're not beating LSU.
Let's spend our waning moments of this segment. By the way, when do they play? I know that was announced today.
They haven't
announced it
announced
yet?
I think they're waiting on this last super regional.
Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
am assuming since this last super regional, Florida and Wake Forest is in the opposite bracket
Okay,
that
yeah.
LSU's in.
Yeah.
So I assume with them not finishing till now, they're in another rain delay right now.
Yeah.
That they're going to make them the bracket that starts on Sunday, which would put LSU's bracket, which is, I got to look this up when the show's over. You got in this bracket, you got LSU, Oregon State, Florida State, and Fullerton State.
Yeah.
That is a ton of Omaha experience in those
good
four
point.
teams.
Very good point.
Wow.
Very good
And
point.
Fullerton has kind of been
Florida State having
Very
both.
good point.
Fullerton's
Everybody.
been the thorn in LSU's side.
Wow.
All right. NBA Finals, Game 5. It is 3-1.
Didn't
The
you say they were
Warriors,
gonna
Game
sweep,
5.
though?
I
Didn't you
said
say
the
they were gonna
Warriors would
sweep?
win in 7. So
You what?
as we sit here,
You did not say that?
yes, Warriors in 7. Yes. All right. So as we sit here, again, they're going to be in Oakland. Obviously, the Cavs have to win them all.
We just need to win one in
They
Oakland,
did
though.
it last year. They
We
did
just
it
need to
last
win
year.
one in
Interesting sidebar. I don't know if y'all watched the game.
What?
I'm talking about it was the last game, the game Cleveland
yeah.
won, when it was very confrontational. I mean, Draymond Green just went nuts. The technicals, who was on the sideline? He was literally sitting in Steve Kerr's lap. Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
with the hoodie.
Yeah.
And I found it very ironic and funny when Draymond Green was going nuts. I saw they shot a video shot of Odell Beckham Jr. doing this to Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Settle down, settle down. This is a guy who was beating up the punting net and just went berserk last year.
Talking to the net,
I mean, it was crazy, but it was funny.
It was funny.
Odell Beckham, he took
lost
the hoodie.
that, but the net won.
I know, the
Yes,
net
he did.
won.
The net won that
But here, literally, he is sitting on the Golden State bench. That's how close he was to Steve Kerr.
We were talking earlier about the tickets. Scooter said he knows nothing about college baseball tickets.
Yeah.
You said it was in the range of $345 to $375, close to $400 the tickets for the baseball game.
Yeah.
Super
LSU.
You know what the floor tickets run for the
Oh, I
NBA
can't.
game?
Like thousands.
I mean, just take a guess. No.
10,000.
No, take another guess. $90,000.
$90,000
For one ticket?
Watch Sports Center. 90. There are people that buy them.
Holy smokes.
Well,
as we go to break,
Check it out.
If you're interested in Odell Beckham Jr.,
maybe Odell Beckham would pay
well,
that.
he just signed the richest shoe endorsement deal in the NFL.
His endorsement is more than what he gets paid by the NFL.
$29 million over 4 years.
It's more than what he gets paid his
Odell
contract.
Beckham Jr. Would you
Wow.
ever thought
Who
at
would have
LSU?
ever thought that, huh?
$30 million Nike deal.
That's monopoly money. When I'm immune to it. You've been hearing these numbers like this for all these years. I just say, okay, good for him.
You should too.
Scooter, that is
Good
high.
for him.
Warriors probably take it tonight.
No,
Mark
they won't.
it down.
No, they won't. It'll be a game 7.
Stump the Wise Guys coming up next. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
When you make something first, you can spell it however you want. Miller Lite, the original light beer. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solarsupply.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Were the judges right in saying we're the best tasting light beer? You be the judge. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
All right, welcome back to the show. Shortest version of Stump the Wise Guys ever. Layla, here we are.
It will be
What do we
short.
got? Question 1.
Question number 1.
You guys have been buried with late night games at LSU all weekend. That means you have no clue who else won this week.
That's probably
Scooter
true.
does, but Scooter
That's
does.
true,
though.
that's true.
I bet I do.
Scooter, help us out, Scooter. Who won this
Here
week?
you go. Who won the NHL Championship Series and who was the star
Pittsburgh.
player?
I know that much.
Sidney Crosby.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, we're on a roll.
Was it
Question
Pittsburgh?
2. Yeah.
All right then, dude. Okay, I got
Come on,
that
we
one.
got to cool. We don't need the.
Question 2. Who won the French Open tennis championship
Nadal.
in Paris?
Nadal.
Rafael Nadal won it for like the
Nadal.
10th time.
Yep.
Good for y'all.
We are rolling. We are unstoppable.
Can you name the winners of this weekend's NASCAR race and the Triple Crown
Oh,
Spelling
God.
State?
Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, my God. Throw in Junior at least. I think his name is Barney or Blaney.
Yeah,
Blaney for the
Well,
NASCAR.
we are so
And
good then.
the Belmont winner was Beer on Tap. How you like that one?
Rick,
Beer
you
on
are hot.
tap?
You are
I don't
hot,
know.
Rick. You are
Last
hot, Rick.
question.
You are hot, Rick. Bonus
All
question.
right, bonus question. Who won the National Spelling Bee? And you have to spell the championship.
Oh,
name.
Oh,
God.
I know
come
the
on.
little girl. A little girl name was Abby.
Abby.
No.
A-M-Y.
Abby. And the word that she smelled was M-A-R-R-A-C-Y-A.
Oh, we
Am I
don't
close?
know that, but we have to spell her name. I have no
I
clue.
watched it. Dude, I watched it.
Do you know her name?
I would never
Her
have
name is
guessed you to watch that.
Her name is Annay. Amandy. What's
Starts
her name?
with
I
an
bet
A.
I'm close.
You are close.
Boom! Dude, I watched.
Nala? I was
Yes.
gonna say that.
Yes.
That's her?
And her favorite player is Steve
Kevin
Curry.
Guidry.
Steve Curry.
I'll give you this as we go,
I
as we
watched
go
that, dude.
away.
How
I
did that
see
question
some of the,
come
I
up?
did see some of the
I
spelling
watched
bee,
that.
and I thought it was ridiculous they were doing play-by-play and analysis.
Rick.
But you know, I got into it.
I watched it.
The drama
Dude.
of spelling these
Did
things.
you feel
on
bad?
ESPN?
It is.
Did you feel
It is.
bad for the little guy that missed it by one letter?
I didn't see that
Well,
one.
normally you miss it by one letter.
really.
No,
Layla,
but
we
you
appreciate
missed
it.
he
something.
knew
We're
it.
out of time.
He knew it. and he
Father's
just
Day
didn't say
weekend
it.
coming up this weekend.
Yes, it
Early
is,
happy
18th.
Father's Day to all the dads out there. Enjoy the U.S.
All the
Open
dads.
golf.
Y'all
Yes.
on your own next week.
That's
Yeah,
right.
all right.
Hobbs is in
We'll be
Omaha.
talking to you, though.
It's Guidry
All right.
and I. We'll see you next
We'll be
time,
here.
everybody.
Soundoff 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Soundoff 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.